live from Arlington, Texas. All set to bring you MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Texas Rangers. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you...
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So just about set now. And starting in this one, Jacob deGrom. What do you look for here?
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all four of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with three if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
Shohei Ohtani, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Fought off foul. The wind and the pitch. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Ground ball left side, and that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a leadoff double.
Well, as hot hitting continues, he's been getting great results lately. With a pitch away, that's exactly what you want to do with it. Drive it the other way. And right there, just barely able to keep it fair down the line for the double.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the veteran outfielder, Jackie Robinson. Off the plate, and it's 1-0.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
The 1-0. That clips the corner.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
Ohtani at second with nobody out. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and it drops in. Coming home, the throw in, safe at home, and the runner scores from second, and it's 1-0.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Babe Ruth. 3 for 9 of the series coming in. Fastball for a strike. deGrom, the former Rookie of the Year, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. 0-1. Runner on the move. Strike in there. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Man at second. Back to the mound, and it finds its way through for a hit. The throw in, safe, and the runner from second scores on the play. It's 2-0.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Aaron Judge at the plate. He's got 4 hits in the series on 9 at-bats. In for a strike, 0-1. Just missed. And now he's fallen behind Judge. And Judge spoils that one.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. High fly ball, right field. Garcia settles under it. And there's one down. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. Of course, one of the best players in the game today, Hae-Sung Kim.
Boog, this is one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. I mean, he's such a consistent hitter. You got to love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll get a chance to see that in this one.
DeGrom checks the runner, and he's back in there. Here's a rocket out to left. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Betts into second.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Two on, one out. So now it's Freddie Freeman. Hitless in the first two games of the series. He's 0 for 8. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Two on, one out. And a foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now. Popped up. Seager. And there are 2 outs.
At 7, the third baseman, number 13, Max Muncy.
Here's Max Muncy. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. And that one pulled foul.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
2 outs, 2 in scoring position.
There are lots of pitches thrown in this first inning, and it's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Two on, 2 outs. Galvin in, moved his feet.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Just missing there. And the count now even up.
Oh, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
2 outs. And a swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. On to the back here with my pal Siggy, getting the nod in this one. Clayton Kershaw.
Over 200 career wins. That's a lot by today's standards. Tells you about the longevity of his career, his ability to work deep into games, even when he doesn't have his best stuff.
And here is Wyatt Langford. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-0. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. Now one missed. Swing and a foul out of play. Stays alive. And a swing and a miss. And there's one down.
Really tight bite on that slider and just couldn't get the barrel to it out front. You've got to try to pull those hands tight to the body to get it through. And I'm thinking he probably wanted that pitch to end up even more inside to keep it out of the danger zone. But it had enough late break and deception to get the job done.
At the plate, Ezekiel Duran. That one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That misses the zone, and the count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
And it's fouled away.
First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
Two down, nobody on. Set down on strikes. And he strikes out the side in the first.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And we're back. Will Smith to the plate. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
DeGrom back to work. And first offering is fouled off. And there's the strike. Kenny Jansen doing home plate duties in this one.
Not a huge strike zone from Jansen, so he can't really be called a pitcher's umpire, but he does like the bottom part of the strike zone. We may see some pitchers steal a few strikes down there, especially the ones right below the knees. That's if their catcher can present it properly.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, mowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Hae-Sung Kim, the next to hit, takes outside. Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Ohtani in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Two out, space is empty. That one pushed to the left and foul. That missed inside. Now 1-2.
Ball 2.
Lined into right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. Dodgers go down quietly as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. We head to the bottom of the second. Here comes Corey Seager. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
And that one fouled off.
Let's go, Corey.
Next one in the dirt. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Smash that will do the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Next up for Texas, Kyle Higashioka. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. And now he steps off the rubber. For Kershaw, the resume speaks for itself. 3 Cy Youngs, an MVP, and one of the best sliders the game has ever seen. Foul ball there. The slider was not part of his arsenal when he debuted in 2008. He was a fastball, changeup, curveball guy. But in May of 2009 at Wrigley Field in a bullpen session, he decided to try a new pitch. With A.J. Ellis as his catcher, Mike Borzello as the coach, he threw a couple of them. It was near perfect right away, and he started using the slider right from there in May of 2009.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Kershaw deals. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
That just misses, and the count is filled up. Seager on at first, nobody out. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
First and second, no outs. Here's Josh Young. Good power, not great in the OBP department. In the dirt. Runners stay put. That's ball one. First and second, no outs here in the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
And there's a ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Foul off down the right side. No outs. Runners at first and second. Kershaw checks on the runner. Seager back in on a dive. And that one is lifted in the air. Judge getting an angle on it. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away. So up next, Adolis Garcia.
I know we're still early in the stages of this game, but this at-bat has the potential of being a difference maker. You've got to stay calm in the box.
Hammered on the line, base hit. Runner from third in to score. And it's an RBI single, and now they trail by one.
First pitch swinging, went up there with the plan to be aggressive. Breaking ball down and in. Did a nice job of just catching out in front. I like that he didn't spin off the ball by opening up that front hip too early.
Here is Marcus Semien. 2 hits for him in yesterday's game. And that one fouled off. Traffic on the bases with one already in here in the third and final game of the series. And fouled off. This one in the dirt. No movement on the bases. 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, he used the slow curve very effectively right there. He just spun it up to the plate and had his guy way out front. Not only a good pitch, but a really good job of setting it up.
So now here's the DH, Josh Smith.
He's done a great job making contact recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. First and second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. Sliced hard but foul.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you even with pitches outside the zone.
2 on, 2 outs. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Kershaw fires. Good eye in that spot.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Ripped to short. They get the force. Inning over, and it could have been worse. all set for the start of the inning. And stepping in is the speedy.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
That one out to right. Garcia puts it away for the out. And up next for Los Angeles, Babe Ruth singled and drove in a run his first time through. Late swing, foul to the left. Ruth measures 6 feet 2 inches, 215 pounds. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Strike on the inside corner. Way inside, gets out of the way. One out, base is empty. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 2-2.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
In the air, left field, down the line. And a foul ball. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. One down, base is empty. That one misses. Full count, 3-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Lifted in the air, right center field. Griffey on his horse. He's got it. 2 down.
The center fielder, number 99, Aaron.
Here's Aaron Judge at the dish. His 2024 season, ridiculous. He became the first player in 20 years to finish with a slugging percentage over 700.
Yeah, the last American League player to slug 700 was Mark McGwire, and Judge was the first Yankee to do it.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
So digging in, Ezekiel Duran. Caught looking his first time up. Runner on the go. Line drive. And there's one away.
The center fielder, number 24,
Ken Griffey Jr. stepping in for the Rangers. Struck out looking his first time.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Kershaw checks on the runner. Back in safe, really close.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
And that's way high. Ball 1.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Next offering is fouled back. Tying run is at first here in the last half of the third. There goes the runner. Pitch is low. Safe in second, and he easily steals the bag. Fouled off to the right. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Langford, the runner at second with one away. That one is absolutely belted. And it is out of here. And they add a pair. It's 3-2. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's Corey Seager. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And first offering is fouled off. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
The other way, Muncy jumps, throws, he is safe, and that was bang bang at first. Singy, it looked like he might have beat it in real time, but that play was really close, so they want to take another look.
Yeah, this is a tough decision to make, Boog, and it feels like it could go either way, but it might be worth a challenge if there's any doubt at all.
Well, they are going to challenge the call, and so now the decision will be made by the umpires at the replay center back in New York. Another look at it. Singer, are you seeing enough to change the call?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, it's close, but I think after looking at it a few times, we can see that this guy's probably out, and could be a good use of the challenge right here.
Looks like we've got an answer, and he's out. They took a chance with the challenge, and it paid off.
Upon video review, the call him safe at
2 outs, nobody on. Kyle Higashioka stepping in for the Rangers. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that's downstairs. Ball 1.
1-0.
Inside corner for a strike. On the ground to third. Zips it to first. That ends the inning. As we go to the top of the 4th, here's Mookie now. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1.
You know, these Dodgers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Hauls it in for the out. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Flied out his first time. Ripped on the ground to second. Simeon toss over to first. And Freeman is retired.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air. Maybe drive it into the gap.
Muncy digs in. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Outside low. And that's ball one.
1-0.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Hit in the air out to center field. Junior. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
No balls. 1 strike.
Short hop liner handled it short. Throw on to Freeman.
Out.
Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Adolis Garcia stepping in for the Rangers. RBI single his last time up. Ball one low.
That's down. Wait for your pitch.
Just missed.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch misses there. 3 balls and a strike.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Inside, and that's ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Now it's Marcus Semien. He's 0 for 1. Fouled off left side. Now Marcus, a career high 45 homers in 2021 with the Blue Jays. He parlayed that into a 7-year free agent deal with the Rangers.
1-1.
In the dirt. And the runner stays where he is. And that one wrapped foul.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
That one missed. Man at first, 1 away. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Got him looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
The batter, number 8.
Now it's the DH, Josh Smith. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Next for the Rangers, the left fielder, Wyatt.
So the Rangers batting order turns over. And the Dodgers will go to the bullpen. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Dustin May. This is his 5th appearance of the year. Just missed. And that clips the inside corner.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
2 outs. And there's a ball. That one misses. Ball 3. Ezekiel Duran in the on-deck circle for Texas. Garcia over at second. Smith at first. 2 out of the inning. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
So bases all loaded up. Next is the speedy first baseman, Ezekiel Duran. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. Swing and a grounder foul first base side. Fouled off. He was late. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Big Red picks up the K.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the catcher, Will Smith. DeGrom back to work. Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Dodgers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game.
On the ground to third. Young tosses to first. 1 away here in the 5th.
Now batting, number 6.
Here's the second baseman, Hesung Kim. He's 0 for 1. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. He's got it. And a couple of quick outs.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Ohtani stands in now, looks at that one inside. Activity in the Rangers bullpen. Sean Armstrong. Milner, a left-hander, also throwing. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that is that. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They're down 3-2. Back at Globe Life Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter now, Ken Griffey Jr.
Ken Griffey Jr.
And there's a foul ball.
Well, these Rangers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've been lining the ball all over the ballpark, and unfortunately, sometimes it's right into a glove. But still, they've hit 9 line drives so far. And that's something they should feel very good about.
Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. Steps on first for the out.
Speaking of those line drives, you can't get too discouraged when they don't drop in for you. It's important to remember that you pretty much did everything right, and that's just baseball sometimes.
Seager stands in now and watches strike 1.
0-1.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one's deep. And forget it. His 4th home run of the season. And they add on.
He just sent a jolt of electricity into this stadium with that swing. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
1 out, bases empty. Here's the power hitting catcher, Kyle Higashioka. Just missed.
1 ball, no strikes.
1 out, bases empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. Pop foul out of play off to the right. One down, bases empty. Foul ball. And now 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Jackie moves under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
The third baseman, number 6.
2 down, bases empty. Josh Young stepping in for the Rangers. 0 for 2 in this one. And takes low for ball 1.
1-0.
In the air, right field, Ohtani. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Sean Armstrong. He's pitching on 2 days rest. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Jackie Robinson.
If there's nobody on in front of him, you know, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
And that drops in for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Next offering is in for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Chris Martin, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Webb also throwing. Up the middle. Seager. Now the throw to first on the run. Got him. Nice play.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
Ruth in the box again, takes a strike. Armstrong, 34-year-old vet, he joined the team as a free agent. Line drive, base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
the bat.
And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
One gone, runner at first. Next to hit, Aaron Judge. There's a strike.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. It gets down, a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
Here's Mookie Betts. 1 for 2. Pitches in for a strike. 0-1. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That one close, ruled a ball. And that's ball 1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Oh, that fastball drilled him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. And the Rangers manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Sean Armstrong won't go any further. So out of the bullpen for the Rangers, Bobby Milner.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Freeman in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Swing and a miss.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Way to lay off that pitch down. Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way.
And Freddie takes the K.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Here's Muncy to hit. Just missed. Dodgers threatening. So now a pinch hitter, Enrique Hernandez. He comes to the plate in a huge spot in this one. Next offering is in for a strike. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly to second, and he's safe.
I think he got a little casual on that play and took it for granted a little bit. So maybe just as much of a mental mistake as a physical one. And with 2 outs, that's a tough one to swallow for the entire defense.
2 outs, bases full. Smith digs in now. This guy with light tower power. First pitch just misses. Bases loaded, 2 down. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Out to short. Seager. They take the force out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So they get one, but end up... Three. Back in Arlington, and now the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. And that is out of play. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
2 strikes.
Oh, great grab on the dive. The throw, and it beats him. What a play.
I love the fact that the pitcher didn't become a spectator on this play. Nice job by the first baseman to dive, get dirty, knock that ball down, and if the pitcher's not there, he's got nobody to flip it to. Excellent job by both those guys.
Marcus Semien stepping in for the Rangers. Out to short. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play. To second, pulls him off the bag.
The batter, number 8, designated hitter.
Well, you can't give him 2 errors on that play, but that's pretty much what it looked like. Tried to stay with it after the foul.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like... And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Anthony Banda. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. And now Josh Smith off the plate inside. 1-0. Man at second.
Ball 2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And another ball. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
And a foul ball. And that one fouled off. One out, and a runner at second here in the bottom of the 6th. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
So the batting order turns over. So next to hit for Texas, Wyatt Langford. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Fastball in for a strike. And a count 1-1. Right through there for a strike. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Up next for the Rangers, Ezekiel Duran. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a foul out of play. First and second, 2 down. Pickoff throw. Simeon back in. That's down and in. A slider missed. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Chris Martin.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Line drive. That's a fair ball inside third, and that puts the tying run on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Back to the top of the order now. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. 1 for 3. In the air, right field. Hauls it in for the out. With a single base runner because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. And next for LA, Jackie Robinson. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Move to first, and he's back safely.
He's got plus speed, but in this situation, all eyes are going to be over there trying to keep his lead tight.
Back over to first, and they're keeping him close. And that's the second disengagement now.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Runner takes off. Ball outside. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. In the air out towards right center. Griffey in pursuit. Brings it in. 2 away now. Next is the Dodger DH, Babe Ruth.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
And that one misses up and in. Ball 1.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Laser, base hit, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Go ahead run on base. Aaron Judge steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
And at-bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Tied at 4. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fights it off. He'll see another. That missed by a lot. Yeah, the count 1-2. Bounce to third. Young fires over to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
Swinging a foul straight back.
Get another one.
Bonda ready to fire now. Yeah, that's fouled off. Oh, 2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming.
Now pitching for
So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound.
15,
Shintaro Fujinami.
Fujinami.
Ground ball right side, down the line, and it's foul. It's a pitch out, nothing doing, and that's ball 1. Move to first. Junior dives back in safely. And a count 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Next pitch is outside.
You got
The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. No margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Now the catcher for the Rangers, Kyle Higashioka. Ball one there. Runner takes off in the dirt, blocked. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. That one hooked foul. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Here comes Junior around third. He'll score.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
One down. Runner at first. Now the third baseman, Josh Young. Pickoff move to first. Back standing. He's in there safely. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Judge is under it. Makes the grab, and there's two away.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Adolis Garcia will hit next. This to third, and that's just foul. Hit on the ground to short, and that is the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Jacob Webb. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Number 71, Jacob Webb.
And now it's Mookie Betts.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
Right through there for a strike. Bullpen action for the Rangers. Trevor Hoffman up and loosening in the pen. Next pitch is outside. Late swing, fouled off. Now one missed. Struck him out looking. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike three.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this eighth inning. Down one. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Freeman up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Trying to hold a one-run lead, and we're in the top of the eighth. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because...
Oh, that got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Here's Kike Hernandez. Corner infielders guarding the lines. trying to prevent extra bases. Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Pinch running here, number 21. Back to right. Garcia settles under it. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Now back, catcher Will Smith.
And up to the Dodgers going with a pinch hitter, Tommy Edman.
Big at bat here, so looking for a better matchup with a left-handed bat. Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
That one misses. Ball 1. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Here's a 1-1. Towards first, but it kicks foul. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Higashioka up with it to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. So the Dodgers leave one. Still down a run. It's 5-4. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the second baseman, Marcus Semien. Fujinami back to work. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
And that's outside. And now it's even 1-1. And it's strike 2.
1-2.
Swing and a bouncer out to short. Throw over to Robinson. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Josh Smith stepping in for the Rangers. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
I think he was a little excited there. Saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up if he wants to have a good at bat.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Misses. And the count is even, 2-2. To third. Whips it to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Now a chance for Wyatt Langford. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. First pitch, not close. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that is downstairs. 2-0. There's a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one laced to center and a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move. Evan Phillips takes over on the mound.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Next to hit, Ezekiel Duran. Safe at second, and that was not close. Phillips checks the runner. And he grounds one to the right side. Robinson takes it to the bag. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen. Rangers leave 1 as they hold on to a 5-4 lead.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Trevor Hoffman.
Well, this is an extremely confident pitcher. He loves the pressure. Actually likes the 1-run game better than a comfortable 3-run save opportunity because that's when he pitches his best.
Kim swings through it for strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-2.
Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Higashioka up with it to first. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
On the ground, right side. Simeon, toss over to first. Now only 1 out remaining.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
So 2 down now, and here is Jackie Robinson. And the
That's a
first
ball.
pitch misses for ball one.
1 ball, no strikes.
And
Ball.
another ball. There's a
That's a
strike.
strike.
Now 2-1.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
2 down, nobody on. There's a strike. Hoffman is just 1 strike away. High fly ball out towards left field. And that's a foul ball. And now it's filled up.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Two outs. That's to third. Throw to first in time, and this one is over. The Rangers.
Well, this was a total team effort using 6 pitchers in this ballgame to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton. The next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon for the next Game of the Week.